Alrighty, hello there, folks. Here we are. We're live. And Erekose is only 7 minutes late. All right, so. Alrighty. As you guys know, we're here today talking with Brandon Maddux, musician, and his lovely wife, Meredith, here. And we're going to be talking about where you guys can find Brandon's, content, his songs, his music. We're going to probably be talking a lot about his Facebook sessions on Fridays, the cold beer sessions, and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and say hi, hello, guys, and how are you doing?
Oh, we're doing great. We're doing well. It's Saturday finally, so we're just taking it easy, trying to stay cool down here in the summery South.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm getting to the cold beer sessions, the thing you guys do on Facebook on Friday nights. I just had to ask because I was there watching yesterday, and I love the holler and swaller thing and everything. But I have a question. I've seen you holler, but what you were swallowing, I had questions about. What's in the cup?
It's a magic potion.
Well,
it's actually some really good stuff in strong doses that have helped me feel good during these.
Right on. Okay. So it's not just water. It's more along the lines of vodka.
That's what it is.
All right. Okay. So, all right, man. Hey, so why don't you guys tell us a little bit about, number one, the cold beer sessions thing you do on Fridays, anything coming up where people can see you. Go ahead and let us know what you guys got going on right now.
Okay, you want to take that?
Well, sure.
You're a good salesperson.
Well, when we got shut down because of the quarantine, Brandon actually wrote a song about COVID and COVID-19. And as we were talking about it, it became Cold Beer 19. And so when we started doing all these lives, we just decided to call this season of life and these lives that we were doing at that time in the beginning of quarantine, we were doing them 3 times a week. And so we started calling them the Cold Beer 19 sessions because, it just seemed to fit. So we did that, and we had many themed nights where we did a lot of 90s country. We did some originals nights, and this next Friday we're going to do all outlaw country. So we'll be doing some Johnny Cash, some Waylon Jennings, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay. Oh, yes. So Facebook.com/Brandon Maddux Music and at BMadMusic on Twitter and Instagram. The website is BrandonMadduxMusic.com. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. YouTube, playing hooky songs on YouTube. Need some more YouTube.
I love that URL, by the way, playing hooky.
I know.
I came up with that in like 2005 or 6.
Right.
I made that one.
Yeah, that's a good one. No, it's funny. It's playing hooky songs. I mean, it's got that whole Huck Finn kind of, Tom Sawyer feel to it. Anyways. So obviously now, what do you guys have coming up? In terms of shows. Obviously, I know it's rough with COVID-19, and you're finding it hard to book shows at this time when people can't really gather together. But what have you been able to do, or where can people maybe go to see it coming up?
Yeah, so we have some Gatlinburg, which is not too far from us, shows that we're routing. We're not doing anything too far from the Southeast Tennessee, North Georgia area where we're based, because if we try to route shows and then they just get canceled by the pandemic.
Well, so many states have all these different regulations that to go all the places that we usually go, we would have to go through so many states and then keeping up with their, restrictions, and then not knowing if they were going to cancel on you last minute, but then maybe you still have a show in another state, but you can't get there. So,
no, I can imagine. Yeah.
No, I was just going to say we have some local stuff coming up in Chattanooga in September. Is that right?
Yeah, it's the Sunday of Labor Day weekend.
And we have and some Gatlinburg stuff that we'll be doing in October.
Right.
We've kind of just really spaced it out, and a lot of people don't know how much work actually goes into the booking process, and how many people that you tick off in the process of booking shows. You'll call a bar owner, and it'll be their good time, for you to call them, which will be about 2 or 3 in the afternoon. They'll be like, well, the person you need to speak to is not here right now. Call back later. So then I said, well, what time? And they say, well, 5 o'clock tonight. Okay, well, I call back at 5, and then the person gets mad because you called during their peak time. And then, you know, you can't ever get the information you need.
And then you're like, well, I spoke to the owner earlier, and he told me to call specifically at this time, which then, you know, which then they start going, all right, hold on. You know,
Yeah. And then they don't want to pay you what you want to be paid, and there's a whole, you know, push and pull on the negotiation, and it takes, you know, several hours out of your day every day just to book tours, just to do the booking process. So even if it's going to get canceled by COVID, you know, what's the point in spending that much effort?
Now you've wasted a couple of hours of work, you know. Yeah, so I can imagine. Yeah, it's rough, obviously, folks, with COVID. I mean, you know, well, hell, that's why I booked my trip to Wisconsin at the end of October, because I wanted it to be when COVID was coming to an end. But you know, yeah, it is rough, but you know, and I remember you guys were actually, you know, when all of the shows got canceled and you guys weren't able to do gigs, I recall seeing you guys on Facebook, and you were getting a little worried about it, you know, the way things were going. So I'm really eager for things to pick back up and you guys to be back on the road again. So I do hope that's going to happen, because like I said before, folks, this guy is one of the hardest working guys. You know, I mean, of all the people in the music industry that make it, I'd like to see somebody like Brandon, who's just got that hard work ethic, and he's a good guy. He's got the talent. I mean, everything's in place. He just needs to get noticed. And so, God willing, I'm going to get him noticed somehow. But you know, it helps that he's as good as what he does, is, you know, and so we're going to go ahead and have a song right now. Is there one particular you want to play?
There's 4 here that I could play, any one of them, and whatever, you know, you would want first. I could do the Man Up Manitowoc, or I could do Avery Road, or whatever.
Yeah, we could do one of the Avery Dassey songs, or I don't know. Is there another song, not necessarily Avery Dassey related, that you might like to play?
Yeah, I'll play the one that you recommended there. Some Conway Twitty.
You want to play that one? Okay.
Might as well. And or Drive Me to Drink.
I was thinking either. Well, I was going to say Drive Me to Drink, but I was thinking maybe if you had another one of your own tunes that you wanted to play.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's see. What's another? Yeah, that's kind of a blue collar salute song. I wrote this a few years back about just basically a salute to our blue collar workers. And my band in Nashville actually said, "Hey, we're willing to pay for this song to be recorded with Brooks and Dunn's band, and well, with their engineer." Let me take that back. So it's not their band, but it's their engineer guy. And and I was like, "Wow, you're going to pay for this? That's great." And so if I don't have to pay for it, yeah, sure, I'll take it. So they just liked this song so much of my originals that
they asked you to
on themselves to do it. And I think it's a pretty cool thing.
Right.
We have a music video with it.
Yeah, that's something that we're working on right now with
cool.
our new management record label, Bushwhacker Media. They love this song too, and we have been bouncing around a lot of ideas for the music video. And it's been a long time since we've had a concept music video, like not since Picture Perfect. So we're really excited about that too.
Yeah.
Right on. Cool.
Bust my knuckles digging ditches, turning wrenches, and anything the boss man says. Working 12-hour days, just trying to get paid. I thank God for these dirty hands. I work hard for everything I've got. My pride comes with it, that can't be bought. The grease, the sweat, the mud, and the blood is worth it to a guy like me. Hugging and loving, providing for my family. the sand. Go to bed every night thanking God for these dirty hands. The farmers and the ranchers, to the men who swing the hammers, to the working man's PhD. Their calluses and scars tell you who they are and the stories that everyone you see. They work hard for everything they've got. Our pride comes with it, that can't be bought. The grease, the sweat, the mud, and the blood is worth it to a guy like me. Hugging and loving and fighting for my family. Well, I pay my share of the sand. Go to bed every night thanking God for these dirty hands. The grease, the sweat, the mud, and the blood is worth it to a guy like me. Hugging and loving, providing for my family. Yeah, I pay my share of the sand. It might be hard for some to understand why I chose this life like the carpenters, painters, muddy soft layers, landscapers, road pavers, everybody else out there with dirty hands. Yeah, dirty hands.
Right on, dude. You know what? Occurred to me when I was listening to that song is that I think you mentioned just about everybody, every trade in that song that gets mentioned in Pretty Good at Drinking Beer. I thought that was funny. You know,
I did not even think about that. That's a funny thought, funny idea.
So I think it's funny that it's maybe just kind of the other side of that song, maybe a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I left out sewer pipe drainers, and that was my original thing. I even had the sewer pipe drainer people.
Yeah, the sewer pipe drainers. That's a rough one too, folks. Oh, yeah.
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 Just think about
that's the job where you're definitely catching shit all day. So, anyways.
Yeah, and we've been thinking about contacting actually Mike Rowe of Dirty Jobs and trying to get something tied in with that marketing too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's an angle we've been talking about.
Yeah, right on, right on. For your talking about your video and stuff like that, right? Or the idea for the video anyway.
Yeah, that and whatever other tie-ins could be.
Kind of crossover, right? So, yeah, it's great. I love that one. I mean, I love songs like that are blue collar. I mean, because I am blue collar. And proud of it. So I do love those. So right on. So now, obviously, you guys have places where people can donate to help you out, or donate to you if they want to. You want to go ahead and share those with everybody?
Yeah. You want me to type them into the chat so everybody can see it?
Or? You can type and talk about them as you go. So
okay, I'll let Meredith talk about it.
Okay, so it's
right behind their heads there, in between their heads.
Yeah.
We have a Venmo too. If there's anybody that does Venmo, we can put that on there as well. But we have had a lot of amazing fans contribute during this time, which is great because we don't necessarily qualify for a lot of the benefits that a lot of people have. At their access because we're self-employed and our work is a lot harder to prove. We're gig workers, so we're 1099s, and then we have 200 plus 1099s almost for a year. So that's a lot. Yeah.
Meredith had to type each gig from the past year or two.
It was like 18 months.
Yeah, a year and a half.
Yeah.
She had to type in all these gigs, each one individually, and you couldn't. You played multiple times at that place. The nature of the form didn't let you just say I played there twice. It was like you could manually enter all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Well, so as you know, folks, I mean, Brandon's not being able to go out and play shows right now and play bars and play little festivals and things because, you know, those things aren't happening right now, right, folks? Because, you know, yeah, so obviously it's been a little rough for them. So if you guys can go and offer them just a little bit of help, obviously it's much appreciated. And the Venmo and obviously the PayPal, as you can see there in between their heads, are the ways to go. I believe Meredith is typing in a link into the chat now, if I'm not mistaken, for you guys if you want to go. So, all right. So that's how you can support Brandon. Obviously right now is, you know, through times of COVID would be the time when he really would need it most. So, all right.
Thank you.
Now, let's move on to talking about Avery Dassey, because obviously that's one of the big reasons why I know you. It's how I became aware of you, because you came into the Facebook groups one day and were posting a song that you were saying you felt applied to Brendan, you know, that it had that you felt it applied to Brendan and everything. And I listened to the song. The song was brilliant, very haunting song. Not like some of the more energetic stuff you play, but haunting and, you know, but meaningful. And we've come to realize now, little background history, folks, but we've come to realize now the song wasn't necessarily written for Brendan, but I'll tell you what, folks, for me, it hits home for what's going on in Manitowoc. It's, I mean, to me, it's haunting, but it's truth. You know, in time, you know, just like Stephen Avery says, in time, the truth is going to come out. You know, it's always going to end up coming out. And that's kind of the idea of this song. So I'm going to let Brandon talk a little bit about it and then play it for us.
Yeah. Yeah. So this was written with a friend of mine named Rich. And we had talked since about 2008 about getting together to write. I would see Rich out different places, and it was always the industry type things in Nashville that were kind of higher profile, kind of industry things. And I thought, well, this guy obviously is kind of connected. He's always hanging out with these people. They're very connected here. And I found that he was an artist and writer. He was kind of getting out of the artist thing, moving to being more of a songwriter behind the scenes. And I said, Rich, let's get together. And for like 2 years, we talked about it. And, you know, we finally, after 2 years in 2011, we wrote this song, Time Will Tell on You. And it was just meant to be a relationship type song about,
Right.
sleeping with the enemy, basically, kind of a thing.
Right.
And and so then after we wrote it, I thought, well, it's a very cool song, but I got lots of cool songs. This is just one of many cool songs.
Right.
And then when
that's what happens when you're talented, folks. I mean, what are you going to do?
And in 2016, you know, with watching Making a Murderer, I thought, you know, this is all going to come to light someday, and it's just a matter of when it is.
Yeah.
And time will tell on these people. It's going to be their witness. It's going to testify against all these crooked cops and the whoever the murderer was and everything like that. It's going to catch up with them some way or other. And thought it really applied to the case, and I just started, you know, shotgunning out there to, you know, different people that were involved with the case, hoping it could bring awareness and help to the situation.
Right. Alrighty.
You can tell yourself and all our friends I was wrong and you were right. But your sins that happened in the dark will come out in the light. I'm not gonna waste my breath. I won't put up a fight. 'Cause the days are gonna whisper and the months are gonna talk. Till the years yell out the truth. And time will tell. Time will tell on you. when a train whistles far away, and when the cold wind blows, when the lightning in your eyes reveals the darkness in your soul, the world will be reminded of what you already know. That the days are gonna whisper and the months are gonna talk, till the years shall out the truth, and time will tell, time will tell on you. No one may ever say a thing, but surely as the seasons change, when everything points at you, you'll know that you're to blame. 'Cause the days are gonna whisper and the months are gonna talk, until the years shall out the truth, and time will tell, time will tell on you. It's gonna tell on you.
All right. I love that one, dude. And like I said, I just love the haunting, hinting nature of it. Just the way it's hauntingly taunting. Hey, there you go. Poet didn't even know it. So, no, but I love that one, dude. So, and like I said, folks, that's how I became originally aware of Brandon. And then he did go on to write some other songs, which we're going to get to. But to talk about Time Will Tell on You and how that applies, I mean, you both are staunch Avery Dassey supporters, right?
Yes, absolutely.
And you're outraged at what's happened there and stuff. And in the interest of that, the maybe speeding up the timetable on the time telling on them is partially why I have a project in the works. Part of why I'm going to Wisconsin at the end of October.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to be working with the folks at Eagle Nation and a lot with the folks at Eagle Nation Cycles. That's the Michael Funk case. For those of you who don't know, $50 million bullet upcoming docudrama that's going to be being made. I'll be working with them. We're going to be doing a lot of, rallying, protesting for them in Neenah. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that and we're going to try to roll that over into a rally in Madison. And right now we're tentatively calling it, and you may like this because this was an idea you originally had, but like Focus 2020 Injustice Rally.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's where I'm looking to take it. I don't want to use the word protest because I don't want any negative connotation to it.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's part of why that name is getting chosen, and part of the reason why I'm gonna say that I want you there. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get you there yet, but I want you there to be part of the positive atmosphere in Madison. Yeah. So we're going to talk about whether that's going to be possible, folks. There is some hurdles that we would have to deal with in order to make it happen. So we're going to play that tentatively. But I'll tell you, folks, the idea of what I want to happen in Madison is that I want it to be completely peaceful. Obviously, I want people to be vocal, carrying signs, being vocal about Brendan and justice and justice for Michael Funk and the folks at Eagle Nation and all that sort of stuff. I want all that, but I don't want being combative with people on the street. This needs to be a very classy, tasteful gathering, and we really want to get people's attention. And the other side of this, folks, is that I'm already working with the folks at Eagle Nation are working pretty hard on this, folks. So I hope you guys can get behind it because there's a lot of work that's going to go into this, a lot of planning. We're going to be pulling permits for Madison if we need it. We're going to be pulling permits for Brandon if we need permits for Brandon to be able to perform. We're going to be pulling everything. We're already getting. All you literally have to do is drive your ass to Wisconsin the day that we're doing this and show up, and everything else is going to be taken care of. So we're looking to make a big noise. We're looking to create a big spectacle. So that's what we're looking to do, and I I hope everybody out there can go ahead and plan to maybe try to make it there. It's 3 months away. It's not like I'm jamming you up. It's next weekend or anything like that. It's 3 months away for those of you out there. So you might consider joining us. We're trying to do this for Brendan. We're trying to get into Governor Evers' ear. And you all know I'm very passionate about Eagle Nation and Michael Funk as well. So, but that's what we're looking to do. So what do you guys think about that?
I think it's awesome. And I think maybe taking some video, definitely just document everything that's going on when we go up there. And shopping it to as many news outlets and creating as much awareness.
And that's part of what the folks at Eagle Nation are doing as well, is that K-Reets is very, very good at getting the press to show up. Awesome. So we're already pretty sure that's happening.
Yeah. If it could be gotten to a national, news source, that would be even better if possible.
Hopefully we can. If we talk it up enough and we get enough attention, we might be able to snag the attention of just maybe at least one of those.
Right. It's so crazy because it seems so obvious to us as people that follow the case and that have been so invested in it for so long, but there's still a ton of people in the United States that don't know anything about it. Mm-hmm. And they don't even know to be outraged about it because they don't know the case. So, I mean, there's still so much awareness that needs to be done about it.
Mm-hmm. Yes. We've seen that when we're on the road. We'll ask people, do they know about the Stephen Avery, Brendan?
We talk to people at shows about it.
And, yeah. We try to bring awareness when we're out there and about too. Yeah. But I think we're definitely going to try to make that happen. In October, if at all possible.
And I'm definitely going to try to help you make it happen. So we'll definitely talk over the next 3 months, and we'll see what we can do, what we can work out. I definitely don't want to cause you to miss anything that you need any prior obligations. So we'll have to talk about it, and we'll figure out what we can do. So hope maybe we can get you on a train so that you guys can make a quick day trip, no drama. So we'll see what we can do. But
we'd probably have to talk about that because of our sound system and stuff, and or if you have a sound system already there, we just I guess plug into that. But we'll talk logistics.
So that brings me to Jamie Hart. So I was talking to Jamie Hart last night, folks, and I know you're good friends with Jamie as well. Yeah. So he's actually talking about coming out there. He might be able to bring a little something.
He very well might.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we'll talk with Jamie Hart and we'll see. And obviously, because if he can bring that type of stuff, so you'll have the equipment to play, and you guys can just quickly get on a train and get home and get back when you need to, and not miss any of your prior obligations. That would be ideal. So we'll talk with Jamie. We'll see. We'll plan this out. And we'll see how it looks. We'll see if it works out. I hope it does. So, but I understand if it doesn't. So. All right. No, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say we'll tell our record label guy over at Bushwhacker Media that that's something we want to do. He may think of a tie-in too to do with this whole thing, and he's got a good sales brain. He was like #1 salesperson for real estate in Nevada, in Las Vegas area. Yeah. So he's got a real good ability to connect with people, and might be a good
business market there too.
And he has a partner that's in Milwaukee too.
He does, yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah. Obviously, all help would be appreciated. So if he was willing to, help us create more awareness of it, that'd be awesome. So yeah, absolutely, that's awesome. All right, so that's where we're looking ahead, folks. Obviously, I'm going to be talking this up for the next couple months. I hope you all out there watching now will help us. And help me retweet and do all those sort of things as we're talking about this. We do want to get the media's attention. I can tell you already that a lot of local media is going to be there. But if we can snag 1 or 2 big boys, national media, that might just come and take a little interest and give us at least a little blurb in the national press, that would be awesome. So, and the way we do that is if they see that people are interested, if they see that people are passionate about it. So that's where we need your guys' help out there. So
that'd be great. If there was we were talking about the peaceful protesting and stuff, but of course not calling it protesting. Maybe
Focus 2020 Injustice Rally. Sorry.
Yeah. I like it. And have just everybody out there. If I'm trying to think of what the media wants to kind of feed on a story that is it's got to have enough buzz about it to be something. And if we were out there like a certain number of days or something, since we're being peaceful about this and we're not like destroying things like all the people were in the past few months, then, you know, we need to create a buzz a different way through maybe just basically staying down there a long time, or, you know, any number of other ideas to have it be something that people want to hear about. You know, like this is going on for day 13 here in Madison, Wisconsin, with these the injustice rally happening. Traffic's having a hard time getting through right now of all the peaceful, you know, injustice people. You know, that kind of idea.
Right. Actually, I think that might be a good idea. But I think maybe that, because we're already planning to do a second one of these when the international restrictions lift because of COVID. You know, at that point, we're going to have the HOD descending upon Wisconsin at that point. So he's actually supposed to kind of be there to kind of lead up round 2. And we're figuring that's going to be after the first of the year. I can't see international restrictions being lifted before then. So it's probably going to be after the first of the year. So it's going to be probably roughly somewhere 3 to 5 months after my trip to Wisconsin that he'll be coming in. So we could potentially try to do something like that then, where it's a little bit longer duration. And it might be a little better because obviously we won't be dealing so badly with the aftermath of COVID at that point, or we won't be in the midst of it, I should say. So that might be something to consider then, but I like it because I might even try to fly back then for that. If everybody was interested in doing it day after day, showing up day after day for a week or 2 weeks straight, that would be a powerful message. That would send a powerful message. And so it's something we should consider.
Yeah. If it's not powerful, it's not really getting it out there. I feel like, you know, it's not going to really make an impact. It needs to. The other part of this idea is, folks, we want to educate the people on the ground in Wisconsin. Like Meredith was alluding to, she was saying more nationally, but more importantly, in Wisconsin, most of the population isn't aware of what happened to Stephen and Brendan, or Michael Funk, for that matter. They just aren't aware of it. You have a small percentage of the population that knows about it and believes they're guilty. You have a small part of the population that knows about it and believes they were railroaded or screwed, right? And then you have this huge portion in the middle that's somewhere between probably 70 and 85% of the people that just have like no awareness of it, or don't care, or have some awareness and are just completely apathetic. And so it's that 80% that we're trying to kind of get at.
Exactly.
With this event. Getting more people on the ground. So.
Yeah, we got a friend up in the Madison area, and he basically doesn't really care about it or want to hear about it more. He says that our news was like, you know, filled with that, you know, back during that time, and we don't really want to hear about it anymore. And that's just his attitude. I think a lot of people are kind of like that. And if it were like a, you know, for instance, like if it were on a national outlet like Dateline or you know, one of the Today Show kind of things or something of that nature, then because the world is taking notice of it, we're killing that bird with that stone, and we're saying to the people of Wisconsin that don't care, well, everybody else cares. Shouldn't you care too? You know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, people internationally care. Why don't you care in your own state?
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely. I mean, that's a good point. But well, you know, whatever it is, I actually I got to watch this thing, Outcry. Travis has been telling me I got to watch it. And then I was talking to Tracy Keogh last night, and she told me, like, have you seen it? You need to watch it. I'm like, no, Travis has been talking about it. I just don't have Showtime, so I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to get the damn thing. But it's a show. It's about a small town where some and basically a group, an advocacy group developed over this kid who they felt was wrongly convicted. And the way they keep telling me why I need to watch it is they say that this little community that was created to help this kid, they have like basically laid out a roadmap of how to create change in small town America using like grassroots advocacy.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm going to be watching that. I'm going to see what pages I can take from their book, obviously. And, you know, this whole thing's going to be evolving over the next 3 months. Guess what, folks? I've never done this before. I'm new to this, but I mean, I know what needs to happen, but thankfully I have a lot of people that are going to be helping me, a lot of really, really hardworking folks over at Eagle Nation who are going to be helping me with this. And, but I will appreciate all of your help to make it a success. And that doesn't necessarily mean showing up. Your help can be you helping us retweet and create a buzz about this and helping us get the national media's attention. Those are the type of things so like I said, if you can't show up, I still love you. Help us out. Keep helping us out, even if you can't show up. So that's what I'm at. That's what I'm after. So, all right. I want to get to the next song. I love this song. And now that I'm all fired up talking about Stephen Avery and Brendan Dassey, I want to hear Man Up, Manitowoc.
Yeah, well, this is one I did write for the case itself. And, you know, I was just thinking one day, you know, the people, let me clarify, the government that's up there in Manitowoc, they need to stop passing the buck. They need to stop being pansies about this, and they need to man up and, you know, grow a pair, basically. So
they need to take that procedural bar and shove it up there. Anyway, sorry.
Yeah. I forgot that specific phrase in the song, but I could add it maybe.
Yeah. There you go. It wouldn't be a bad idea. It's a good line.
Yeah. All right, here it is. Man Up, Manitowoc.
Tell me, how long are you gonna keep up this charade? You're light and covered up, that's why you're lying in this bed you made. The truth is coming out, you might as well come clean. You framed an innocent man, now your picture doesn't fit. Like you, your guns blowing smoke, but you're denying. So back the bullet, you claim was his. Get some guts and admit what you did, and man up, Manitowoc. Let's hear it from your lips and see you on the dawn. We've had enough childish gamesmanship now. The world wants to know where you got the stuff to man up, Manitowoc. So you took a man's life for a life it didn't take, in the ground or in a cell. What difference does it make? Framing somebody should really be a crime. You hide like sissies behind your cronies. Step out and prove you got the cojones to man up, Manitowoc. Let's hear it from your lips and see you on the dawn. Childish gamesmanship. The world wants to know if you got the stuff to man up, Manitowoc. The way you bungled the blues, there's no choice but think that you're in on it too, and the real killer's still on the loose. How can you sleep when the best that you had in this case was a coerced confession? If you say you're so sure, was his answer? Was it yours to the $36 million question? It's time to man up, Manitowoc. Let's hear it from your lips and see you on the dawn. Clean house, right down to your last crooked knob. You want it, now want it. Wisconsin bottom to top. It's time you got on it and man up. Your judgment day is come, Manitowoc.
Yeah, love it, dude. I have always loved that one from the moment you first sent that sucker to me when you had just finished kind of working it up, and I loved it because it just jumped out, dude. The energy, the passion, the just like it kind of jumps out of that one, and I love it. So
yeah, as I was writing it, I was kind of thinking a little Bon Jovi kind of feel to it. So that was how I was kind of proceeding with my thought process when I wrote it.
Yeah, I think your emotions were maybe influencing it a little bit, maybe though, because it comes off very, yeah. Well, it's not to me. It's not too much. It just I see that the Bon Jovi aspect of it. I do, but I think your actual emotions were actually kind of putting something else into it. I mean, I think it works, dude. I love it because the passion and it's all there. The story's there, the passion's there, and the emotion that is there. It's not overwhelming, but it's there. You can sense the frustration, with Manitowoc. It's there. It's palpable in the song. It's good. Just don't change a thing.
I guess I wouldn't have known how it would have gone if I had written like a ballad melody to Man Up Manitowoc. That would be an interesting combination of words and prosody between the music and the lyrics.
Right. No, so hey, look, I love it. It's a great one, dude. So, oh man, now that we've done Man at Manitowoc, obviously I have Miss Jane Sharp out here who definitely wants to hear the same song I want to hear, and that is to do with this shirt here, folks, that you see I have on today.
Yeah.
So I purchased this shirt back a few months ago, and I've been waiting to wear it until now when I had Mr. Maddux on. So, but I plan to wear this shirt a lot because, folks, the song you're about to hear applies to Wisconsin too. He didn't write it for Wisconsin, but it applies.
That's right. And yeah, definitely, they definitely drive me to drink up there. Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, and Keith Urban would say, "Erekose, you look good in my shirt." I don't think he intended it like that, though.
I don't think so either.
Takes on a whole new meaning today.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Whew. No.
Yeah. A little drive me to drink.
Well, this song, just real fast. So this song won the 2019 Modern Country Song of the Year for the Josie Awards. Yeah. And the Josie Awards are the largest independent music awards in the world. So they have all the different genres represented, just like the Grammys, but for independent artists. And we were lucky enough to get to be there when they announced that Brandon won the award, and we had no idea at all that he had won. So it was a really, really exciting moment for us to get to be there, because Brandon had won another Josie Award for a different song, but we weren't there to receive that one. So here's that song. It's called "Drive Me to Drink."
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't get behind the wheel with Jack Daniels riding shoddy. I watch Netflix, kick back and chill when I've had a few hot toddies. I hate to say you make me crazy, but you bring me to the brink. I don't drink and drive, but you drive me to drink. Hot and cold, man, it gets over and love stops being new. You put your best foot forward, but what the hell did I step into? You and I are like fire and ice. Up is down and black is white. The only reason we make up is to start another fight. I don't get behind the wheel with Jack Daniels riding shoddy. Watch Netflix, kick back and chill when I've had a few hot toddies. I hate to say you make me crazy, but you bring me to the brink. I don't drink and drive, but you drive me to the brink. It's a tug of war, we both want more. Love we love to hate. Retreating back once we've attacked. No white flags in the rings. Swear we'd die without each other. Can't live with what we got. So mad you're cute, I gotta drop my boots and pick up one more shot. I don't get behind the wheel, Jack Daniels riding shoddy. Watch Netflix, kick back and chill when I've and shiny. Netflix marathons and chill, and I've had a few hot toddies. Hate to say you make me crazy, but you bring me to the brink. I don't drink and drive, but you drive me to drink. I don't drink and drive, but you drive me to drink. I don't drink and drive, but you drive me to drink.
Woo! Holler and swaller.
I'll swallow my beverage too.
You got some coffee.
All right, I love it. I love that song. I mean, folks, I'm not kidding when I say that. That's Brandon's first number one right there. When he makes it, that's it. That song is going to be all over our radios, man. It should be now, in my opinion. I love that freaking song. I mean, it's songs like that one. I mean, maybe we could talk a little bit about your writing process here, because that song is just got all the components. I mean, it's got a lot of the components. I mean, it's talking about, you know, a relationship, you know, and that relationship maybe isn't new anymore. And we all understand that. And, you know, it's the frustrations of life, and, you know, I mean, just that song, it's just, you bring all those things together very well. And that song just ties all of those things together very well. I think that's why it's going to be your first number one.
Thank you very much.
What you made at the beginning is not bad. It's also very, very good. But for me, Drive Me to Drink is just like off the hook, kind of like in a whole different way.
Yeah, it takes a song of that caliber, you know, that you want to put out there for everybody. You know, the other ones, you know, I feel the same exact way you do. I feel like they're really, really strong songs. But then there's the universalness of Drive Me to Drink. There's the hook of it. I don't drink and drive, but you drive me to drink.
Right.
And it's funny that nobody's ever done that. You know, we used it in that way, and I was able to take that angle, which was unique, and do something with it. So it's definitely a gem in my catalog.
Oh, definitely. I love it. It is. It's definitely a great one. So obviously, folks, you know, we've been talking today about advocacy for Stephen and Brendan at the end of October. That's something to think about. We're obviously, as I said, Focus 2020 was something Brandon here came up with last year. He was talking to me about what we could do in 2020. Nobody expected COVID at that point. So COVID kind of did throw in a monkey wrench, but maybe I can salvage it at the end of October. Maybe we can kind of salvage it here. So that's what we're trying to do. So folks, like I said earlier, give us all the help you can. Like I said, if you can't show up, I still love you. I'm not mad at you. Anybody that can, I would like you to try. Obviously, the more bodies we have there, the better. But if you can't show up, then you can help us in other ways, and be sure to do that, because we want to get some little bit of national attention if we can while we're there. We're already going to be protesting in Neenah on Sunday and Monday of that week. If we end up, maybe we go on Tuesday. I'll talk to the folks at Eagle Nation where we make it a Tuesday. Give you guys a little bit more time before your next gig, maybe, and how we work this out, maybe. And if Jamie gets there, I would love it. And one other person who I'm going to ask, and I don't know if he's watching right now, but I'm going to ask that this person come out. I don't want this person to think that he is not welcome, because he is 100% welcome. And if he flies his ass there, I'll be there to shake his hand and say welcome and goddamn thank you for fucking coming. And that is Stacy Seabrook. You are absolutely invited, my friend. You are totally, absolutely invited. I don't want you to think that you're being left out, because you're not. You're fully invited if you want to be there, if you can afford it, if it doesn't interfere with your plans that you've got anything going on. We'd love to see you. So I just wanted to make that clear. All right. We're going to go out with a little bit of fun here, maybe. Well, it's a little bit fun for me because I just like playing Conway Twitty. I love Conway Twitty. But this particular song I have always thought was particularly funny, and I think that reason will become clear to you when the song is over, when I make my little joke. So I got to say thank you, Brandon, for going ahead and taking the time to learn this song, because when I asked him if he could play this, he was immediately like, well, not really. I know slow hand. And I was like, I was like, I love Slow Hand, but I really wanted this song. And he was nice enough to actually learn it, check it out, learn it. And so he's going to perform it here for us. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. I'll let him go ahead and introduce what it is.
Yeah, this song is called "I Still See the Want To in Your Eyes," and I thought this was pretty funny too when I was listening to it, because I'd heard it, but I'd never really it wasn't one that I was real familiar with and on how it went. And so you know, I decided to work it up. But anyway, here it is. I see the Want To. And thank you once again for having us on here
Yes,
today.
thank
We really
you so
appreciate
much.
that.
It's a pleasure.
I see the sparkling little diamond on your hand. It's plain to see that you've already got a man. I can tell you're not about to fall for any of my lines. I see the want to in your eyes. Deep in your smile, there's a quiet song inside. Like the ember of a once raging fire. You know I could light that fire again, but you know it isn't wise. I see the want to in your eyes. How strong is a band of gold? Is it strong enough to hold when love has grown cold? And woman wants to love sweet warm. How many women just like you have silent schemes? How many men like me do they sleep with in their dreams? You can stay or you can go, and although I sympathize, I still see the want to in your eyes. I see the want to in your eyes.
All right. Yes. I love it, dude. That is Conway Twitty, folks. And you know why I love that song so much, folks? Because that is OPP in the 70s. Seriously. Naughty by Nature, OPP. You guys know the song, right? That's what that song is.
Wow.
He's talking about betting a woman who already has a diamond wedding ring on her finger and already has a man. So anyways, that's what I find entertaining about that song. It's basically OPP for the 70s. So it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah. He was the highest paid country performer in the 70s of anybody. Yeah.
Oh, Conway Twitty was huge. Dude, my mom, remember I asked you yesterday if you knew I was country when country wasn't cool?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was my mom. She loved that song. And she was country. She was country back when country wasn't cool. She liked it before it became mainstream. So that's why I was asking you about that. But yes, Conway Twitty was a big time thing that got played in our house. She loved Conway. It was ridiculous. I mean, it was, so that and Willie Nelson and a lot of others. But yeah, dude, oh my God.
Great artists, great songs.
Yeah. So I want to just say thank you for being here. Thank you for chatting with me today. Obviously, I wanted to create some awareness of you guys and go ahead and get you guys exposure. But thank you for sitting here and chatting with me about my upcoming event for Madison and stuff in Wisconsin at the end of October. I really appreciate it. And thank you for being here.
Thank you again for having us, and we look forward to the next time, and maybe I'll play that Country Before Country Was Cool.
Yeah, oh, you find that one? Oh, that'd be awesome. It's a great song. It is actually a catchy little tune, so I think you'll probably enjoy it. So
The only song I've been able to really figure out how to play it was Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen.
Oh, really?
All the others I'm good on.
You're not sure how to get the horns to come in there? No, I'm just
That's it. Yeah, I can't figure out how to get the horns to work at the right time.
Right on. Well, it has been a pleasure. Thank you, everybody out there, for showing up. Jane, I hope you and Diane will help me in the promoting of this event because I see you out there in the chat. So thank you guys for being here. Thank you, everybody, for showing up and tuning in. It's been a great time, and we'll see you guys next time. If you haven't already, please hit subscribe, and we'll see you.
All right.
Bye.
See you.